is The Freshman, Book 1, Chapter 14. When James's pompous parents come into town, you agree to pretend to be his fiancé. This is going to be awesome. Chapter 14. The Ashton Affair. Moments ago. Is this the girl you wanted us to meet? Yeah, this is her. One of your classmates, darling. Actually, she's my fiancée. What? James shoots you a pleading look. Play along. Sorry, James. I didn't realize you'd already told them about our engagement. I'm Mary. It's nice to meet you. George Ashton, and this is my wife, Olivia. A pleasure. Mr. Ashton shakes your hand. Mrs. Ashton gives you a polite nod. They glance at Vasquez. By the way, I'm really glad I wore something nice today. And who is this? James looks to you, at a loss. You clear your throat and step forward. Allow me to introduce my yoga instructor. My grandfather. Your what? It's all right, grandfather. I know your memory is sometimes a little shaky. I am not a senile old man. There. You pat his arm and smile ruefully at James's parents. He's a little grumpy without his afternoon nap. Right. Well, we'll be on our way shortly then. Mr. and Mrs. Ashton turn to you. Mary, we'd love to get to know you better while we're in town. Yes, why don't you join us for dinner tonight? You don't have to do that. Besides, I'm sure she's very busy. Nonsense, James. She's going to be part of the family after all. We insist. All right. Perfect. We'll meet at the Savoy at 6 o'clock. Sharp. After Mr. and Mrs. Ashton leave. So, are you going to tell me why your parents think we're engaged? It's a little complicated. I can't wait to hear it. James looks from you to Professor Vasquez. Vasquez busies himself with the papers on his desk. My parents want me to major in business, to inherit my father's investment company, to marry the right woman. Wow. That must be a lot of pressure on you. It was, until I decided to pursue my own path. Let me guess. You still haven't told them you're still single and studying literature. No, I haven't. First, if they knew I was single, they'd pressure me to date some well-connected girl they've hand-selected. That doesn't sound so bad. I've never liked anyone they've picked before. Oh. And secondly, they wouldn't understand why I want to be a writer. Isn't it hard to keep that secret? It's what you love. It's not easy, but I have to stick with it, at least until I finish my play. Will you help me out? Behind you, Professor Vasquez clears his throat. I strongly believe she should. This is an excellent opportunity for you, Mary. You mean for you. I never said it wasn't mutually beneficial. Go to dinner with Mr. and Mrs. Ashton, and tell me all about it. I would be honored to be James's fake fiancé. Relationship improved. Your relationship with James will be affected. Thanks, Mary. I'll pick you up at 5:30. You turn to leave. And Mary, if you're having a dinner at the Savoy, I suggest you dress for the occasion. I'll work on it. Back in the dorms, you find Zach in your room. There she is. I got all your texts and read them twice. You and James engaged? You move fast. I hope I'm invited to the wedding. Ha, Zach. Can we stop thinking about the I do and focus more on the I wear? I don't think I have an outfit that will impress a pair of very sophisticated, fancy people. Not to mention James, right? Well, I suppose he will be at this dinner too. Hey, don't worry, I've already called a friend of mine. She works at an upscale boutique and can get you the perfect dress. I know this dress will go much better if I know this dinner will go much better if I dress up. Of course. I mean, this is okay, right? It's like a noticeable step down. I mean, it's fine. Also, why can't I wear the black dress that I had before? That was actually really nice. Fine. What do you think? It's a little plain, but there's nothing wrong with the classic look. I'm sure it'll be fine. Thanks. At 5:30, James arrives at your door with a bouquet of roses. What are these for? Can't I do something nice for my fiancé? They're a thank you for agreeing to do this for me. They're beautiful. So, are you ready to go, or did you need to change? Oh dear. This is what I'm wearing. Is there something wrong with it? No! I meant to say that you look nice. That's more like it. He holds out an arm. Shall we go? Downtown, you and James walk toward the restaurant. I should probably warn you that my parents will try to intimidate you since we're engaged. Don't worry about me. I can handle myself. But we should probably get our story straight. What do they know about me? Very little. They know I proposed last week after we'd been dating a year, and that we met at a meet and greet for future business leaders. So I'm also a business major? Yes, and you take your career very seriously. You're even in the Sherman Jones Fellowship program this summer. I'll take it that's some super fancy fellowship for business people. Very astute. You're talking to a future CEO, after all. What about my family, my hobbies, skeletons in my closet? I didn't elaborate, so it's up to you. Don't go overboard. Too late. I've already got it. My family's rich, I like golf, and my dark family secret is that my crazy mother lives in the attic? I appreciate how Byronic that is, but now I'm nervous. I'm joking. Don't worry, I'll stick to the script. I'll be the best fake fiancé ever. I'm holding you to that. He smiles at you and moves a little closer, and your phone buzzes. Sorry, I should get this. You open your purse and rifle through it, searching for your phone. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Did you ever hear back from Vasquez's daughter? Nope, I sent her a text yesterday to follow up, but there's still no answer. I don't think she's ever going to talk to me. Ah, here it is. You pull your phone out and glance at it. It's Caitlin. I can get it later. No, please. I'll leave you to it. James walks a few paces in front of you. You quickly pick up. Caitlin? Hey, Mary. I don't have anything going on, so I was thinking, spa night. What are you up to right now? I have a dinner thing tonight. Maybe tomorrow? Oh, okay. I'll talk to you later then. You hang up and catch up with James. Everything all right? Yeah, Caitlin's just seeing what my plans are tonight. Is she feeling better? What did you end up doing once she got back from the hospital? Nothing much. A horror movie marathon, then we all went to bed. It was a nice end to a crazy weekend. I'm glad for her, and for you. For me? Yeah, you were really upset at the hospital. You must care about her a lot. I do. Caitlin is very special to me. Oh, I see. She's very lucky then. You and James round the corner and approach the Savoy. All right, there's the restaurant. James reaches for the door. Are you ready for dinner, fiancé? After you, fiancé. Taking a deep breath, James ushers you inside. Also, I didn't realize that when you're referring to a female fiancé, it has two E's. In a male fiancé, it only has one E. I didn't know that. I need to look that up later. Inside the restaurant, a maitre d' leads you, I hope that's how you pronounce that, to a table in the back. James turns to you. I hope you don't mind. James puts his arm around your waist and pulls you close. For appearance's sake. You want us to look like a couple, huh? Maybe you should move your hand, lower? As tempting as that sounds, I don't think I should do that right now. But I'll keep that in mind for later. James keeps his hand firmly on your waist as you arrive at the Ashton's table. Right on time, you two. I've already ordered some wine to start. James, dear, didn't you tell your fiancé about the Savoy dress code? Uh-oh. Dress to unimpress. Mrs. Ashton is not a fan of your outfit. Dress code? It slipped my mind. But she looks great the way she is, doesn't she? Aw. I mean, it does look fine, like it's a classic green dress. It would be nice if she had some jewelry on or something, I don't know. Anyway, it's great that you two could come out tonight. We couldn't believe it when James told us he was engaged. I was almost certain you didn't exist, but here you are. Now, don't mind Olivia. She's upset she didn't get James to talk to that one girl. What was her name? Vanessa Kingsley. But never mind that. This is our chance to get to know her. Tell me, how did you and James meet again? James and I met at a meet and greet. James was the first person I introduced myself to at a meeting for business majors. I don't think I talked to anyone else that night. Me either. You notice James's hand reach for yours, and you hold James's hand. You clasp James's hand and smile at him. James smiles back. It was the best night of my life. You can say that again. Mrs. Ashton clears her throat. So, Mary, both you and my son intend to major in business? As my husband can tell you, it can be a hard path to distinguish yourself in. The road to greatness is never easy. I agree. I take my career very seriously. Actually, this summer I'm going to be part of the Sherman Jones Fellowship Program. I assume you're aware of it? That's an excellent program, and competitive to get into. I want to be the best, and I'm not going to let anything get in my way. I wish my son were that determined. I'm expecting him to take over the company that I've run for the last 30 years. You know I built that up from nothing. I wouldn't have been able to do that without ambition. But James has never shown any initiative. That's not true. Then how come you turned down that internship at Kingsley's company last summer? It wasn't the right opportunity. It was the perfect opportunity. George, let's not get into this now. James will fall into line. I have something far more important to ask. What is that? You two have only been dating for a year. Why the rush to get married? Because we're in love. That's sweet, but are you certain there's no other reason you're interested in our son? What are you implying? James is an Ashton, and someone with our reputation can't associate with just anyone. I merely want to make sure an ambitious girl like yourself isn't in it to take advantage of James's position. Mary isn't like that. James, I've got this. Do you really think I'm only marrying James for his name? You don't give him enough credit. James is wonderful. He's articulate. Words just come right out of his mouth. Mary, you don't have to do this. I'm not done. James is also kind. He's considerate and thoughtful of how I feel. Not only that, but he's hardworking. He doesn't give up until he's finished something and done it well. And that's only part of the reason I like him. He's not only my fiancé, but my friend. I know that he'll disagree with me when I'm wrong, and that he's got my back when I need him. I respect him a great deal. That's why I want to marry him." For a moment, no one says anything. Mr. and Mrs. Ashton look taken aback. I rest my case?" "It's all right, dear. You don't have to defend yourself further. In fact, I'm mildly impressed." "Marriage material. You impressed James's parents. Yay!" "Thanks. And it's clear you care about our son." "Of course I do. As for me, I hope he doesn't disappoint you. I've yet to see him work hard when it comes to his career." "That's not true. It's just not business that I'm interested in." "What? What do you mean by that?" "James, what are you doing?" "You were right, Mary. I don't know how long I can keep this up. After hearing what you said about me, let's just say you inspired me. Mom, Dad, I have no intention of taking over the family firm." "What?" "I'm going to be a writer. That's why I've been working towards my entire school career. I didn't take the internship at Kingsley's firm because I chose to work directly with Enrique Vasquez." "The author? You turned down a job to write? That's so preposterous I can barely speak." "James, I don't understand why you've changed your mind. Did Mary put you up to this?" "No, not at all. In fact, Mary's not my fiancée." "I knew it. Mary did nothing wrong. I'm just tired of you trying to push the right job and the right girl on me. The two of you may not actually be engaged, but I can tell something's going on between you two. Are you romantically involved?" James looks to you, at a loss for words. "Well, this has gotten awkward. I'm going to go." "Wow, okay." You rush outside, cheeks burning. You've pulled out your phone to text a friend when James runs up to you. "Mary, wait. Can I walk you home at least?" "Don't you have to deal with your parents?" "They can wait. It's probably better I give them time to, reflect." "That's nice of you, but it's fine, James. The night's over. I'm not your fiancé, and we don't need to pretend. We can even go back to not liking each other like normal." "If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't want that. The thing is, Mary, I do like you. Perhaps as more than friends." He takes your hand, his gaze meeting yours, eyes searching your face. "James, I like you too." Relationship improved. Your relationship with James will be affected. I don't know what I'm going to do with James and Caitlin, but I'm sure it won't really matter in the long run, because there are at least 2 other books to get into. So don't worry, I'm just gonna play the field, I guess. James reaches over to take your hand. And it only took having to pose as your fake fiancé to get you to say anything. It certainly helped clarify my feelings. He leans down, and your phone starts ringing. You gasp when you see the caller ID. I can't believe it. Mary, who is it? It's Gabriella. Oh. Huh. Okay.